Welcome to part 1 of Competency 2. For this competency, the teacher understands complex number system and its structure, operations, algorithms, and representations. This is still in Domain 1, which is still 14% of your test score. In this video, we will work with topics relating to complex number using the TI-84. Number 1, what is the simplified expression for -5 I to the third minus 3 parentheses 6 plus I? Okay, go to mode first. Let's verify a few things. You should be in 100%. You need to be in, let's go back over. See, I have a very sensitive pen. Function mode. Make sure in function that you're not still in sequence if you're working in other things with our videos. Okay, now let's go down and see where I have it on complex. That's where you need to be. I generally keep mine in complex just in case, but every now and again I have to pop back to real. It does make a difference, so it's just something that you need to be aware of as you use your calculator. All right, so we go to second mode to back out. Okay, now we can start entering, but we need to be careful how we enter. So we have -5. Now to enter I, you need second and this period right above this button, you see the blue I. That's what we need. You see it populated. Now we need to say caret up to the third, but we have to arrow over. Remember, if you put in something, if you use the X to the second power button, that's fine. It pops over automatically, but the caret up, it does not. Okay, so now let's put in our -3 parentheses 6 plus, now we have to pop the I in. Second, and I close our parentheses. Now let's push enter. And as you see, it automatically gives us the value that we needed, and it is option B. Okay, it will always give us what we need pretty quickly. And as you see, A is not going to work. Oh, C, A is just kind of like distributing, using distribution. Well, that shows that you don't understand the concept. Well, it kind of sort of shows it, not really. C, I'm not sure what's going on with that answer. I could even explain that. And D, what happened to, well, it kind of, sort of. It's like seeing if you're adding the 2 and somehow adding 2 and 7. I don't know how to explain D either. Okay. All right. So now let's look at number 2. What is a simplified expression for? Okay, we have another one. We have parentheses 4 plus I and then parentheses -3 plus 7I. Same thing. Just type it in and you'll be fine. Okay, so parentheses, we have 4 plus second I, close parentheses, open parentheses, -3 plus 7, second I, and close and push enter. Oops. There we go. And it is correct, yes. And that would be C. Okay, now I do have a little word of caution, okay, with this particular question. This question was taken out of a practice book and they had a typo. So if you have that particular book, it's a paperback TExES exam review. If you have it, do me a favor if you don't believe me and take this, the given two parentheses, given expression, pop it into Google, and Google will give you exactly what I did. And that's what the calculator did. And that's all I'm going to say about it. They have a typo. Somehow they put in a minus instead of a plus in the middle of things and then went on with their explanation and didn't realize that they were 100% incorrect. But, mistakes happen. We have Google these days, and the TI-84 disagrees, okay? And I did it by hand, and they are incorrect. So that's all I'm going to say about it. Let's move on to number 3. Okay. What is the simplified expression for this one? Okay. In parentheses, 5 plus 2I, divide the parentheses, 1 minus 3i. Same thing, just type it in, okay? So we have parentheses, 5 plus 2 second I, close parentheses, we're pushing division, open parentheses, and 1 minus 3 second I, close the parentheses. I'm sure that you could press enter and not close the parentheses, but what I've said many times in my videos, I can't help myself. I have to do it. Okay, let's push enter. Okay. You're like, well, that's decimal. Everything's fraction. Well, naturally, we can just push math, fractions highlighted, just push enter. Remember, you got to push it twice. And there we go. So let's see which one of these guys matches. Looks like we've got, yes, it is B, because it's a negative 1/10 plus 17 over 10. Yes, that is correct, because this one is plus, and no, absolutely not. Okay. All right. Let's go to number 4. Oh, 4 changes things up. Oh, and so does 5. That's okay. We have another thing on our calculator that'll show you exactly what you need. It says, what are the values of x in the equation 2x squared minus 3x plus 6? Not a problem. We don't even have to do this by hand. When they say what are the values of x, that means what are the zeros or the roots. That's what they're asking, okay? Well, we have an application, all right? So push application. And if you're wondering, these applications are in your calculator. They come in your calculator. And if you have an older TI-84 or any of the family, make sure that you go in and update your calculator. I updated mine recently, and there were some really great changes. So make sure you have it so you have all of these great things. But what we need today is number 9, and we need the polynomial root finder number 1. So press enter, and we want number 2. However, we got a glitch. We need to go to complex. So notice you can do real, complex, and your polar. It's a good thing to know. And when you really, really need those options and you're taking a test or you got a deadline and lots of homework due, from experience, you'll be very happy that you own this particular calculator. It makes a difference. I've even used it in number theory class, and I was very happy that I had it. Okay. All right, let's go to next, and let's fill it in. So we wanted 2 first. So for this, you can't clear out. You're going to have to type over. So 2, enter. Now, am I positive or negative? I'm negative, so I push enter again, then 3 to type over. Am I plus? Yes, it says plus, but I have to type in 6. Now, I always double check these because you are doing a type over. And that, I mean, it does have a clear, okay. We could push clear, but when I push clear, it doesn't always work. So it all depends. And I don't test it. I just go graph solve. Okay. Now it is in a fraction mode right now, but you will need to interpret that. What that means is you are given 2 items. Look at them. They are almost the same, except between them, they have a positive and a negative. If you are familiar with this, it is a conjugate representation, which is how they have to come. When you're dealing with a quadratic complex solution, come in conjugate pairs, so it must come in twos. So if you have any answers that don't give you a positive and negative together, they are incorrect. So you look right here, and if it doesn't say positive, negative, you get rid of them immediately. So D is the only one that has the correct option. So that's one quick way to know this is very wrong. Okay. Now, the next thing is it's not in the precise form that you see in your calculator. Well, you can figure that out. It's not a big deal. Well, look, the first number has to be 3 over 4. Well, if I put 4 under each of those, 3 over 4 would be, so it is 3/4. Okay, fine. I have a positive, negative. Okay, fine. Now what of course, and then there's an I. Just because the I is at the end doesn't mean anything. I've seen it done both ways. I've seen it at the front and I've seen it at the end. And everybody's correct as long as the I is there. That's what I was told. That's what I go with. That's what I've seen. You'll see different books, different ways. Who cares? It's correct. Now, we have to deal with the 1.56 da 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 da. Well, I would say, and it is, that the square root of 39 over 4 is 1.5612495 rounded, whatever they've done. Okay, so you you can check it. That's only one option, D. I'm believing them. I'm buying it, but I'll check it. Okay. So let's go second mode. We need to back out. We're going to have to do 6 again. Okay. So I'm going to clear everything. So let's say, oh, no. Let's set up our fraction first. So alpha y equals number 1. Now we go second square root. That's our blue. See it? Okay. Now 39, go down, push the 4, press enter, and lo and behold, there's our value that we had before. You can go back and double check it in your app if you need to, but verified, we are correct. Okay, number 5. What are the values of x in the equation? And we have x squared plus 4x plus 5 equals 0. Okay. Well, they want to know what the zeros or roots are, so we just go back to apps. And remember, we need number 9. Okay, and it's number 1, so just push enter. Okay, now we have it set for 2, and it's going to remain on complex until you change it. Okay, and it doesn't matter with degrees or radians. I put it in degrees until I know I'm working with pi. If I see pi, if anywhere in our equation we saw pi, that means go ahead and change it over to radians. So it's like a clue. Hey, you have a situation, go ahead and put it in radians. It's probably what you need to do. Anyway, let's go ahead and push graph. All right, now we need to do a type over. You know what? Let's try this clear thing. See, oh, it did. Look, sometimes I push it, it doesn't work. I guess if you start at the beginning, it works. And there you go. Number 1 has been already entered for us, and that's what we want. So we push enter. Enter. Okay, yeah, plus is what we need. But now we need a 4, enter, and then enter, and then a number 5, and enter. Now we solve by pushing graph, and nice, simple, light, nice value. And looks like A won't work, D won't work, C won't work because it doesn't give us the positive and negative. But B gives us both values. It's a conjugate. It's all together. Very nice. Okay. Now let's go down. Let's see what else do we have. Oh, that's actually the last one in this video. Sweet. Before we move on, let's take a look at some things really quick, just so you know. So let's go second mode. Let's get out. Okay, I just wanted to make a point. When you go to math, you can arrow over to complex. And in videos that are coming up, notice you can find the conjugate. If there's something complex and you need to find a conjugate, it's not real obvious. Now, here's a way that you can go to real, and then we have imaginary. That's something different. Now, angle of a conjugate, that's really super helpful. Then you can get your absolute value. That is getting your magnitude. Very handy. And then here's where you can go back and forth. So these are all things that you might want to make yourself familiar with before you watch other videos. Okay. Thank you for watching the video. I hope it's been helpful, and I hope you enjoyed the fact that we didn't have to do tons of calculations as well as use a calculator. I really love that part. Thanks for watching and liking us and sharing us and subscribing. Happy testing, guys.